Hello, hello everyone. Happy Monday. Thank you for joining me tonight. My name is Alyssa Thomas from Penguin and Fish, where we make lovely and quirky hand embroidery kits. And I am here every weeknight at 8:30 p.m. Central Time, and it's a time when we can relax and craft together for about an hour. And I'm here for about an hour every evening here with you guys. So tonight, we typically work through projects from beginning to end, and tonight we're going to keep going on the Splendid Sampler to quilt along. So here we are. So I was going to continue on the full circle block, but then I was paging through my unfinished blocks, and I realized I have this Precious Things block. So remember, we paper pieced this block, but I still need to put that little applique heart on the inside. So I'm like, man, I cannot have a practically finished block hanging out in my unfinished blocks pile. So I think tonight we're going to finish this up. I think it's going to go pretty quickly. So it might be a little short tonight, but we're going to get this guy done. Because why is it sitting around still, you know? And then I was thinking, why not just keep going with that? We have the what is it, the flowering tree yet. I have the sewing machine out here. I mean, I think tomorrow and Wednesday, let's just get that flowering tree done too. Then we got two finished blocks that, you know, don't need to be sitting around in the unfinished block pile again. So we will make it back to the full circle block because I definitely want to do some hand stitching again. But the machine's out. Let's get ready to go. Let's just get some of these quick wins out. I don't even have all the papers pulled out of this yet, but I think we're going to applicate this on without pulling the rest of the papers out, and then we'll deal with that later today. We'll get this guy completely done. So, all right, I'm going to flip you around and we'll get started tonight. Hopefully this goes pretty easy. All right, oop, there's all my fabric. Sorry, guys. There we go. Okay, Precious Things. This is by Patrina Yankee again. Okay, so you remember when we started this, this is I think this is a great, easy foundation paper piecing project. So if you've never done foundation paper piecing, be sure to look up the Precious Things block in my YouTube at Penguin and Fish Movies is my YouTube, because we go through the whole process. You can see I've started to tear the papers out, but you know, each one of these pieces are numbered and we stitched right on the line. Look, we have perfect seam allowances, even though we started from way crazy blobs. But now it's time to get that heart on. And like I said, let's just I'm just going to leave all this here. I've already taken the paper off of the heart section, so I thought it's probably fine as is, and then later we'll take the rest of that paper out. So, okay, I'm just going to do a simple raw edge applique. Susanna drives you crazy having unfinished blocks. I am with you tonight. It's just one of those days. You know, I was all planning to do some nice, easy handwork here to do the full circle. I'll show you guys the full circle block that's sitting out here as well. Hold on a sec. Yeah, I was all ready to work on our full circle block, just a hair more. We have these guys, we have these circles stitched down, but now we need to do, like, the rest of this. We need to cut out the hole to put this hexagon in, and I was all set to do that, but then I saw that my sewing machine was still sitting out and I'd have to move all that. And then I went to put that Nancy spool block away with my blocks, and I noticed that this guy was just sitting there unfinished and I couldn't deal with it. So we are getting this guy done. We're going to do raw edge applique, and I'm going to just stitch around the edge with my normal 50 weight light color thread that we've been using. So, all right, start out. I suppose we have to choose some fabric for this, don't we? So let me just grab, oh man, I'm making a total mess over here. Hold on. Okay, let's grab some possibilities. All right, here is my stack of stuff. Sorry, I'm wiggling. Oh, you forgot to take the paper petals out. Oh, you should still probably, Gretchen, I think you should probably still be able to grab those from the back, maybe. Okay, so I want something kind of playful, I think. Something that's going to pop off of this white. So I probably don't want to do any light colors like that. You know, I just pulled this out, and this is awfully cute. We could do that, although it's awfully close to this color. Maybe I want it to contrast a little bit more. I'm kind of thinking one of these darker bits, like maybe it's even this brown. Maybe that's too much. I like this because of all the decorative stuff, but it's right next to a similar piece, so maybe I don't want to do that. We could do something weird, like we could fussy cut a big circle, one of these big odd circles in the middle, but I don't know, that's kind of weird, isn't it? I'm being fussy tonight, aren't I? We could just do flowers. I mean, we've done these flowers for a lot of other things, but they're pretty and decorative. You know what? I think I'm going to do these flowers. Soon we won't be able to use these flowers anymore because they are almost out. This is all I have left of it, but, you know, I'm here to use it, right? So let's use the flowers. I think they're kind of sweet, and I think they kind of go with this block. And it has it in the block already, but it's like way far away, so it'll be like a nice complement to the whole thing, I think. All right, we're doing it. Okay, so next up, I'm going to get more of my Steam A Seam 2. And let's just open this up. I think I probably have a piece started. Oh, I have a little scrap, but that was too small. There we go. Here is a piece. So what I'm going to do is I am going to trace. Oh, I forgot to write down, what do I trace on? I think I trace on the side with the writing. So I'm going to, with a pencil, I am going to trace around this heart. I'm going to tuck it in here. There, right in there. And I'm going to leave that little tiny, like 1/16 of an inch or so. You can use a light table for this, but I can see through the Steam A Seam just enough, I think. Ooh, I had a hard time tracing over that bump there. Can't trace tonight. We'll make it up in the cutting. Oh gosh, yeah, I'm way off. It goes way out here. All right, there we go. Okay, so I'm going to trim that with the paper. I'm not, Gretchen. I'm going to just sew this really quick with the sewing machine. I've been liking that look lately. It's just barely there, and I kind of like that. We did that with a few other blocks already, and I think it's just fast and easy. I would love, what I would really like to do, I would love to do like a blanket stitch, but with my machine. But my machine does not have a fancy blanket stitch on it. So I've seen a lot of other people using that blanket stitch on their machine where it does those cute little bump-ins, like it'll make a stitch and it'll bump in one, bump in one, bump in one, and it's so cute. It looks almost hand-done, but I know it's done with a machine, which makes it so quick and easy. I'm going to put this back in. But my machine doesn't have fancy stitches. It does have a few different stitches than the straight stitch, but they're all like stitches meant for like sewing clothes, like for stretchy fabrics and stuff like that. They're not like decorative. All right, so we're gonna go over to the ironing board. Do you all? Oh yeah, that's a good question. I'd love to hear. I know a lot of people are stitching. Jennifer is asking, does everyone here work on the projects with me? And I know a lot of you guys do. And if you do, make sure to post it in the Penguin, post photos of what you're doing in the Penguin and Fish Crafters group on Facebook. I'd love to see how it's going for you guys. All right, so I'm just taking off the back fabric, and I can already tell that the yellow side wants to come off, so I probably should have drawn it on the blank side, but sometimes I feel it's the other way around. I'm just trying to get the back paper off, but leave that sticky gook in the middle. Oh gosh, I almost have it. Come on now. There we go. Oh yeah, I think I drew on the wrong side. It doesn't matter though, it still works. So right now I have my paper drawn bit, and then I have the sticky side here. With the Steam-A-Seam too, it sticks like a sticker, which is a little different than another, a different fusible. So that makes it kind of easy and fun. So I think let's try and just tuck it into this little space here. So I'm going to just press just to you know, make that little area nice. And let's see, I'm going to just stick it right like that. All right, and it sticks like a sticker, which is great because I can move this around, and you know, if I had to stick a bunch of things down, I could, it's nice. It stinks when you lay out a whole scene and then it moves right before you fuse it. So that extra little glue, that sticky side of this works really well. All right, so I am fusing this puppy down. I'm on the wrong side of the fabric here. And there we go. So we should be pretty well infused. Now I'm going to cut along those lines, and we will have ourselves a little applique. So this is going super fast. Oh, Jenna, you're crocheting. That's awesome. You guys, I have not worked on that purple doily since I talked to you guys about it. And, you know, it's still sitting here, and it's just talking to me. Like it's asking to be worked on. Here, it's right behind me. I want to show it to you guys again. So here's that doily. And I'm almost done with the first color. And then it's going to, as the doily grows, it's going to just kind of get these colors as it goes out. And it's been sitting here. I want to work on it, but it's just, I don't know. I haven't had time to do it, and I've been doing a lot of stuff with my hands lately, and I'm just afraid that the crocheting is going to just hurt my hands a little bit. Sorry, you guys, we are shaking a little bit, and I can't get it to calm down. I know, aren't those purples just so pretty? That's why I wanted to give it a try again. All right, I am now cutting along those lines, and I'm trying to do it as cleanly and as pretty as I can, because these are going to be the final edges of my piece. Yeah, I still would like to do a crochet project. Yeah, if you guys got my newsletter yesterday, I've been a little crazy busy lately, so I haven't been on top of our projects. I do still want to do all the projects we've been talking about, though, so they will happen, hopefully sooner than later. But I know I don't want to let you guys down. I want to do all the projects we're talking about still. The sketchbook cover and the granny square quilt, and I would love to do a granny square, just stitch it along, like learn how to crochet a granny square. I think that'd be a fun little supplement to the granny square quilt, which is supposed to mimic a granny square. Then we'll all know what we're talking about by granny square if you haven't heard of what a granny square is before. I don't know. I want to do all those things yet, you guys. Oh yeah! Oh, I'm glad you like seeing the warehouse. Yeah, we just moved into a new studio, and like a week and a half ago, or 2 weeks ago maybe now, and we're just trying to figure it all out yet. All right, I'm looking for my stiletto. Okay, so I want to take the paper off now. Here we are. Look how cute. But I don't want to pick at the edges because I don't want to accidentally make the edge, start to fray. So I'm going to just make a little X in the middle here to just kind of rip the paper. There we go, a little X. And I'm going to tear from the inside out this paper. Yeah, so you guys, if you know anybody in the Minneapolis area, or if you guys are in the Minneapolis area and want to come work for Penguin and Fish through December and January, give me a buzz. All right, what did I want up and down? I think probably like this. So I'm going to put this guy. So remember, this is sticky. So I am going to kind of stick it down in place, and we can pick it up and move it. I think I cut it kind of funny. This edge is a little straighter than this edge. Oh man, you know what? I'm getting picky now. Do you see that? Like this edge is just a little curvier than this edge. Oh, I can feel perfectionism, nighttime stuff happening. I usually get a little more perfectionist-y. Like I usually am good at just doing just enough to make it all work out and finish it. And I like that, but at night, like my perfectionism comes out a little bit more, and I have the need to putz around with things, and it annoys me. But, maybe we're making things a little bit better. I don't know. Sometimes I think perfectionism is great. It's a great goal, but if it keeps you from finishing things or moving on with the project, then that's a problem. I am going to scooch this over a little bit, though. I don't know. I'm feeling perfectionist-y. I want to get this just right. And luckily with that sticky, the sticky side of that stick and stitch, no, not the stick and stitch, the steam-a-seam too, I can keep placing this, and once I have it placed, it won't move around. That's what's nice. Oh, Debbie, that would have been great. Oh, Jennifer, that'd be amazing. Oh yes, I think did my husband talk to you? That'd be perfect. That'd be awesome. Okay, so here we are, guys. We got the heart. It's fun. We're already I already have a bunch of people helping me, friends and such, with the kits, and I'm excited. I'm excited to have some new people come help too. It's gonna be fun. Yeah, Australia would be a bit of a swim to get here, I'm thinking. All right, I'm fusing this down. This is becoming permanent here. Yeah, 2 3/4 hours. That's quite a commute too, Joe. All right, you guys. Here we are. Okay, I'm gonna get to here. Jennifer, we will for sure contact you. I think my husband mentioned it, and we're working through it all. But yeah, we will contact you for sure, and if I will definitely let him know again tonight. So you'll hear from us, and thank you. It's gonna be fun. All right, that's our little heart. So all I'm gonna do is stitch around it. Just stitch a little straight stitch, and I think that's gonna be just fine. I think it's cute. It's not very decorative, but it's gonna hold it down. I do think it frames it nicely in a subtle way, and we've done it a few other times in the quilt so far. Like for that little bird one, we did the bird like this, and I know we've done it like at least one other time, and I just think it's simple and cute. But man, I'm telling you, if I had that blanket stitch on this machine, I would be doing that blanket stitch for sure. It's so cute. We're just going to do a little straight stitch. You guys, I'm getting a little excited to do the flowering tree tomorrow. I want to get these guys done. I had forgotten about this block already, and when I saw it in there in my binder, I'm like, oh, this cannot be unfinished. We gotta do it up. So I'm just doing, we're going around this curve, so I'm going like a couple stitches at a time. And honestly, a clear foot would be helpful here. I think maybe one more stitch. All right, let's rotate. Do this heart this way. Oh, thanks you guys. Yes, so I will let you know what we're up to real soon here. Oh, what just, I'm like, what just broke off my machine? And I just dropped a Wonder Clip. And Jennifer will find out real soon when she comes down to help out. Oh, you ordered a compensating foot for edge sewing. Oh, Gretchen, I have no idea what that is. A compensating foot. Does it, I don't know what that means at all. Does it have like a little edge on it so you can always know you're on the edge, or? I haven't heard that before. I think we're doing an okay job. Ooh, the tension. Is my tension weird? I don't know. We're just going to finish it up now and see where we're at. Oh, and I don't think I back tacked, which is good, because I'm going to do that thing where I pull the thread to the back. Oh man, I did not make handmade gifts this year. You guys, this is the only time with you guys that I make stuff as of late. It's you guys that keep me making things, so it is the Splendid Sampler. That's what I've been doing. All right, so I'm going to pull those threads, these threads that are on the front, I'm going to pull them to the back, and I'm going to do that by just kind of tugging on. When I tug on the back threads, it pulls like a little loop forward, and I'm going to grab that loop and pull it to the back. And that was one of my threads from the front. So now I need to find that other, pull on this one. Yep, there we go. And I'm pulling up that little loop. That's the front thread. I'm going to just snag it and pull that through as well. And there we go. All our threads should be towards the back. Yep, and it looks like just almost a continuous stitch, which is kind of cool. And now I'm going to just tie those threads in a knot of somehow, I don't know. I'm just grabbing two. I don't know which ones they are, but I'm just going to tie them in a knot, and that will kind of, I'm hoping, to hold them in place. I like this way of doing it. I just started doing it this way. I used to always put a little back tack, which means just going forward and backwards and forward again with a sewing machine for just one stitch, and that kind of locks it in place. But you can see that on the front, and someone mentioned that I could pull the threads to the back like this, and now I love it. Oh, you sewed a bunch of pillowcases and knit a bunch of scarves. Oh man, I need a knitting project again. That just sounds good to me. Oh, and you guys remember I got those needles, those new knitting needles from Mass Drop. So they don't come in till like January or something, but maybe I'll have to test them out with you guys. Maybe we'll do like a box opening of those, and we'll try and attach them and stuff. That'd be kind of fun. A little, I don't even remember the brand now, but we'll do a little box opening there. Ooh, we sewed a little funny. No, I think the tension's all right. I thought maybe the tension was weird, but I think it's just, gosh, maybe it is a little weird. Well, you know what? I was saying that I needed to change the needle, and I didn't do that yet. So maybe before tomorrow I should change my needle on the sewing machine. But here we are. It's not quite finished. I still have to pull out the background pieces, but I'm pretty happy with that. I think it's awfully cute. I think this is a good pick for the heart fabric. I think that's pretty cute with those hearts. Wow, I'm super shaky tonight, you guys. I think we're just at the right angle that it's being weird. But all right, since you guys are here yet, let's just pull out the rest of these papers. I want this officially done. Sometimes when you do a diagonal pull on these, it releases them a little bit. Yeah, like see 14 here is coming off. This is sometimes the best part of doing a foundation paper piece project. But again, if you guys have never done foundation paper piecing, and that's foundation paper piecing, if you look at quilts and they look like these perfect tangram or tanograms of like, how did they fit all those pieces together at all those angles, and they made a picture with the quilting, like how did they do that? It's probably foundation paper piecing, where the design is drawn on like this onto paper, and then you sew directly to it, kind of like a neat little puzzle. It's actually more like a coloring book because you just get a stitch on the lines. It's pretty relaxing, but that's how it's done. And this is a very easy block to learn that on. So if you haven't tried before, I definitely, out of all the blocks that we've done so far, I would recommend this one to learn. We've done a few, like the flowering tree. I want to work on that one tomorrow. That one is a little bit more advanced than this. Although once you get the groove of it, it's all kind of the same. They're all kind of, no matter how big or little the piece is, it's all kind of the same process. But this would be a great one to get started with. And then the flowering tree would be like a good upgrade from that one. The only extra thing that the flowering tree block has is you got to put sections together. So like it has an A section and a B section that you got to sew together. This one is only one section for the whole block, so we didn't have to deal with that. Like this is the fun part because it reveals all your perfect seam allowances, which is one of the tricks for foundation paper piecing. And again, if you haven't done foundation paper piecing before, feel free to join us tomorrow because I am going to work on that other foundation paper piecing block, and you'll kind of get the hang of it, I think, once we work on it a little bit. We're pretty well into it, but I think you'll still kind of get the process a little. The tree was your favorite one to do. I am pretty excited about the tree one. And we're getting closer and closer to finishing it. Oh gosh, this looks pretty on the back. I just want a block that looks like that. Look at all these pretty little edges. I like the back. It's so cute. Oh, it would have been kind of fun to stitch this whole thing, but with the right sides flipped too, because I don't know, I think this is cute. It's a little like honeycomby a little bit. Oh, I like it. But I like this side too. All right, man, that feels so much better. I could not have this unfinished in my blocks again. So, have it done. All right, let's just see what we got going on here quick. We are close to, well, more than close. I think we have enough to actually make another one of our blocks. So remember, we are sewing, I'm going to get you guys a little higher. We're sewing our blocks together kind of as we finish them. And I'm doing a little tiny border, or a tiny like sashing. A sashing is like a border that's on the inside of a quilt instead of the outside. So it's kind of like a little frame around the quilt. So a little sashing border, and then where the sashings meet, I have like that tiny little square that's a little half-inch square. So we've been kind of sewing these guys together as we get 4, and now I'm pretty sure we have 4. And then after that, we've been doing the quilt as you go technique, where I stitch, I layer just this square, only this square, with the batting and then the backing fabric, which is this pretty yellow, this yellow fabric. And then we've been quilting just the block, and then we have been connecting the block with this weird quilt as you go kind of sashing / binding which is kind of a neat technique. But we're really only quilting these squares, and then we're connecting them. So we're about ready to do more of those. So we have 3 sections that we've done already. Oh, here's that bird. See, this bird, I just did the little stitching edge for it, and I think that turned out pretty cute. Oh gosh, and it's cute on the back too. Ah! I'm having fun with this. We haven't quilted in a while, so I think we have like 4 blocks ready to do that again now. Oh, the kitty! I forgot about him. Sheesh, you finish something and then it goes in the ether. Oh, we actually have 5 finished blocks now. Haha. So if we can finish, what else do we have in here? We have Betty's Bloom. Here we go. This is the flowering tree that I want to finish tomorrow. Oh gosh, and we have a lot of hand stitching stuff in here yet. And this guy's done. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 unfinished ones still. But if I get this one done, then we only have 3 unfinished ones. But these guys, we'll have to pick which 4 we want to put together. Maybe the 2 spool. Oh, I thought this was a spool for a second. It kind of looks like a spool, so that would be cute together. Little kitty in there. That guy's pretty cute too, but maybe this guy. Anyway, so it'll be time to put one of these guys together again. So awesome, you guys. I think we're going to end it a little early tonight there. We got another block done, which I'm super duper happy about. And we will continue on the flowering tree tomorrow. So I'm going to flip you around and we'll call it an early evening here. Hello again. So let me show it to you from afar. It's sometimes neat to see it from far away, just because, you know, when you normally look at a quilt, you're going to see it from far away, and I don't know, maybe you can tell that that's a heart, maybe not. I think you have to get a little closer to tell. Maybe the light's just too bright. I like it though. That was a lot of fun doing that paper piecing. This is one of those blocks that I didn't realize the technique used until I read the instructions, and I'm like, oh, it's paper piecing. It looked like just neat strips going around and around. So awesome. I will get this up on YouTube tonight on Penguin and Fish Movies. Be sure to do a search on the Penguin and Fish Movies page for this block. Oh man, I just forgot what it was called. Oh, Precious Things, is that what it's called? The Precious Things block, because then you'll get to see the first part of how we actually did that paper piecing, especially if you haven't done paper piecing before. So I will be here again tomorrow, Tuesday at 8:30 p.m. Central Time, you guys, and we'll do more paper piecing. Let's finish that flowering tree block once and for all. So I'll see you later. Have a great evening, guys. Good night.